It's England versus the All Blacks in the semi-final of the Rugby World Cup. Check out this video for my thoughts. Welcome back to SkinnyBru Rugby, guys. So this week it is semi-finals time. On Sunday we have the Springboks versus Wales, and then of course first up it's going to be England versus New Zealand. A lot of people are saying this is actually the final of the competition. I'm just saying the other game is the Six Nation champions versus the Rugby Championship champions. So it's North versus South champions. Just putting that out there. But in any case, it is big North-South derbies this weekend, so I'll be watching both of these games live if you want to check out that on my channel as well when it is playing the weekend. If you want to tune into that, please hit the subscribe button, then you will get a notification when I start streaming. Look, the week started with some drama, with Eddie Jones claiming that someone spied on their training. He didn't say it in so much words or direct words that Hansen's team was spying on him, but hey, that's the type of game plan they play with. Both of these coaches have been playing some mind games this week, and it has been quite interesting. If we have a closer look at the competition so far for both teams, England, they've cruised to the top of their pool. They only played 3 games, though their 4th game was cancelled, which they would have played against France. So they actually looked really rested when they played against Australia last week and actually beat them 40-16 in the quarterfinal. New Zealand, on the other hand, they also pretty much cruised to the top spot. They had a tough game against the Boks in the first match and beat them by 10 points. The rest of the games they won pretty easily. They had one cancelled game as well, and they actually also looked rested against Ireland and beat them 46-14 in the quarterfinal. The history between these two sides, England has only won 1 game in the last 10 back in 2012, and the last time these two teams met in 2018, it was actually a very close one where England actually lost 15-16. Let's have a closer look at the squads. Eddie Jones, he only made one change to his starting team, bringing in Ford at number 10. But let's start up front. They brought in Marco Venipola, Jamie George and Sinclair. Sinclair, he struggled a little bit last week. There was actually a stage where he called for Ramon Poit at the sideline to help him a little bit. New Zealand, Hansen went with Moody Taylor, who's playing his 50th game, and also keeping Dane Cole still on the sideline. And then Laulala. The New Zealand scrum had a great one last weekend, so I think it's going to continue like that. Then I'm expecting a massive contest in the second row with the lineouts, especially some of the best Northern Hemisphere locks, with Courtney Laws and Itoje being up there. Itoje, of course, has been very busy to thus far. Then the best of the Southern Hemisphere, or the best in the world, Retallick, he's still not at his best yet, but he's still very good. And then Whitelock. The second row will be important at line-out time in this week, and when cleaning rucks as well, where the battle will be between Tom Curry, Sam Underhill and Venipola, and all of them are nuisance at ruck times and strong carriers with the ball. Hansen, he made interesting selections with bringing in Scott Barrett at number 6, definitely targeting the lineouts from Hansen. This is a clear mark from him, just getting another lock actually in the team. And instead of targeting rucks with Sam Cane in the team, I think it's more of getting another guy in the air for lineouts. Savea, he's going to have more pressure on his shoulders than for rucks, because he's basically the only guy then going to contest at ruck time. And then the captain, Kieran Reid, at number 8. At number 9, England stuck with the always reliable Ben Youngs. And then at number 10, they brought in George Ford in for Farrell, who shifts to number 12, and Tulagi, who shifts to 13. Slade is taken to the bench then. For me, last weekend Tulagi was at inside centre to cover Karevi, but this weekend Ford and Farrell, they're going to be that two playmakers in the side of England to kind of battle against Mahunga and Bowden Barrett of the All Blacks. The All Blacks, they went with Aaron Smith at number 9, and then they continue with Mahunga at number 10, and he has been impressive lately. Number 12, 13, they continue with Anton Leonard-Brown and Goodhue. Both of them have been great defensive organizers and attackers as well. The problem for them will just be if they can actually shift the ball out wide, because they will be covered from England. Out wide for England, this is where they are actually very dangerous. Johnny May, who is getting everyone points on SkinnyBru Fantasy, except me because I keep not selecting him. Maybe I should do that this weekend. Watson, he's in as well. He's just as dangerous. And then the cannon boot of Daly at number 15. Reese and Bridge are both at the wing for the All Blacks. Both of them are also Crusaders players. So they combine with their teammates of Mahunga with the cross kicks that has been working excellently. And Goodhue at number 13, who will be looking to distribute to them. They are keeping guys like Ioane, Ben Smith and Jordie Barrett out of this team, so you have to know how good they are actually playing. Then at number 15, it is Beauden Barrett. He is so dangerous when he joins the line, or when you kick at him and he gets a chance to run back at you. He is going to be important in this contest. For the benches, England went with Cowan Dickey, Marler, Dan Cole, Creas, Wilson, Hines, Slade and Joseph, while New Zealand went with Dane Coles, Tuunga Fassi, Ta'avao, Tuipulotu, Kane, Perenara, Sunnybull Williams and Jordie Barrett. So both teams had big victories last week. England by 24 points, New Zealand by 32 points. But this time around, I think it's going to be much closer margins in this one. Scrums, I think, maybe even all round, even though England struggled a bit last weekend. I think they would have fixed it. Lineouts, I think, is even if you just look at second rowers, because it is the best of the North versus the best of the South. But I think Scott Barrett being there on the flanker as well just gives New Zealand a little bit of an upper hand. Ruck time, England has a bit more fetchers on the field, but New Zealand has more cleaners or big cleaners on the park, with the form of Scott Barrett again also being there. The 9-10 combo, the 9s are pretty equal when you look at them. But at number 10, I think Mahunga is a little bit more capable of being a complete game changer in a game like a semi-final. At the centres, England, they have Farrell and Tulagi, a combo that is very dangerous. The combo consists both of a playmaker and a bruiser, where New Zealand, they both are more suited at running with the ball. Both of them good defensive organizers, but they aren't going to be guys that really passes the ball out wide, be real playmakers, just get the ball out wide. But they are playmakers in a different sense with running with the ball. Out wide, they are pretty equal, with Reese and May probably similar, and Watson and Bridge also on equal levels. England are more suited to block the cross kicks though than Ireland was. England can handle that pretty well, so it's going to be interesting to see if New Zealand actually gets it right to get those cross kicks by. Daly versus Barrett at number 15. England are more geared to get those long kicks in, or get a long penalty in as well, which is going to be very important in a semi-final. But Barrett just brings that X factor to a side, just gets the ability to run over the whole park and score amazing tries. So it's going to be two completely different number 15s against each other. This is probably England's biggest chance in a long time to beat New Zealand, but I have New Zealand down to win by 9. Guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you have a different prediction, I know a lot of you do, please let me know down below. Also, check out the game when I am reacting live to it. And thanks to everyone that has been subscribing. The channel has grown immensely through this last couple of weeks, so I really appreciate it. Cheers.